Coming at you looking like an egghead. Can you tell it's hair wash day tomorrow? I just load it up with the oil in the deep conditioner today. I think that's my good side. Because every time I turn this way, it makes me want to vomit. And it's annoying because I got my nose pierced on this side. I remember when I was getting it done, the girl was like, what side's your selfie side? And in a panic, I was like, I look good always. I was like, maybe this side? Completely got it wrong. I think this side's my... Anyway, sidetracked. I sprayed this spray on my bed last night, like my pillow and my quilt, and it's the Sanctuary Spa Wellness Solutions Sleep Mist. Deepest sleep I've had in such a long time. It might be a placebo, but I literally slept the whole night, and it was one of those deep sleeps that when you wake up in the morning you've actually got energy and you don't feel like a zombie, because that's usually how I wake up be feeling, like shattered, and I dragged my sweet little ass to that gym. But this morning I actually got up and I was like, yeah, I'll go to the gym today. That rarely happens, so I'm gonna continue dousing my bedding in this because I think it helped. And obviously see this plus the eye mask combo and the blackout blind, and then I also had the electric blanket, and I even had a hot water bottle with me, so maybe those are other reasons why it was such a good sleep. I'm going to pose a question to you and answer it in your head honestly. When was the last time you washed your water bottle? Because I'm going to be so honest.
Embarrassingly honest?
I think I last washed this before I put the stickers on. I'm not joking, I've had these stickers on since March. Like late February, March. That is rank, like, and I knew my bottle was dirty. Like every time I would fill it up I would like rinse it out a few times, but in terms of like taking a scrubber to it, yeah, just before I put the stickers on, that is embarrassing. But now, does it taste any better? I think I've washed away the flavour. I'm pushing the boat out today and having something different for my brekkie. I'm actually a creature of nature. Is that? Creature of habit. I was thinking of freak of nature and then creature of habit as one there. But anyway, God, my brain is like totally sidetracked today. I've got apple overnight oats from Home Bargains. I know M&S do some, and they're 20 grams of protein, whereas these are only 10. So I might have to add some Greek yogurt and stuff, but I'm gonna do a taste test. So this is what it looks like. It's got some pumpkin seeds on top. I like when they add seeds on top because it just gives it a wee bit extra crunch. It's good. I could maybe actually add some vanilla protein powder to that and some cinnamon just to enhance it, but different brekkie for me today. I'm really pushing the boat out. Here, I'll tell you, that breakfast was actually really good. I'd rate that 10 out of 10 since eating it. I added a wee bit of cinnamon on top so the flavour was enhanced a little bit. But I picked up this turmeric shot from Home Bargains as well. Who would have known that Home Bargains sell all that? Like, they've got ginger shots and turmeric shots and they're only 89p, which is cheaper than the other place I've seen. And I've seen in Asda actually, this is a joke. Like, I think the company's called Mobu, like, or Mubu. Their shots are like £3 and it's literally the same thing. Like, what? Who's paying that? Oh, I love the taste of that. I think these are really good to have after your breakfast. It just like settles your stomach again. Woohoo! Work's finished for the day. That was a busy one. Unlike me, I'm usually incapable of sitting the heck down before 6 p.m. But I'm sitting down and I'm having some melon and I'm going to watch Ginny and Georgia because quite frankly the weather is depressing. It is horrible, and apparently it's supposed to be heavy non-stop rain for the next 10 days. Welcome to Scotland. It's Friday, gonna get down on Friday. Who remembers that? Absolute banger. Well, I'm in a proper predicament right now. I currently have 2 tattoos on my back. The one I got a few years ago, it's travel related, and then the one I got in Thailand at the start of the year is potentially one of the best tattoos I've ever seen. So well done. But anyway, I would really like the middle one to be extended up and down, because like I think the idea of a back piece going right down your spine is really, really nice. But I also have always wanted twin tigers on my back, like either at the top, middle or the bottom. That's always been my like number one tattoo if anyone asks me. And people say you've got to think of a tattoo, then wait 3 months or 6 months, and then if you still really want it, then go for it. Whereas I'm like, if you like the look of something and you want it, just do it. You know, you could be dead tomorrow. You only live once. Sidetrack, I heard a quote. Oh, a quote. It was Ella Langley saying it on the Ovons podcast. She said, you've just got to live life how you want, because no one's lived life before. There's no rule book to it. Like, no one has lived a full life, died, and then came back to tell the tale, to be like, oh, by the way, this is what you should do. Like, everyone who is living life is doing it for the first time. How nuts is that? Anyway, as I was saying, I want it to be extended, and I really like the look of twin tigers. But I've been asking ChatGPT to enhance my tattoo, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been giving me some pretty good suggestions. I think that kind of looks sick. I'm not too sure if you can see it really well, but this is the idea that they gave me of the twin tigers. Like, come on. You're not telling me that doesn't look like a badass back. Oh, these people are talking behind my back. Yeah, no bloody wonder. They're probably looking at my back and then getting hot damn. That's me just dumping all of my thoughts on you, because I'm not really tied up in other areas. I just really like the idea of my back being fully done. Like, how good would that look in like backless tops or backless dresses? It's one of those ones where like nice plain Jane on the front and then turn around, but bam! That's my thought process. But let me just explain the issue to you. So yes, you can get amazing tattoo artists everywhere, all parts of the country, all parts of the world. However, I just don't think I can go to anyone else other than the guy that did my tattoo in Thailand, because he was just the best. And everyone who I've showed that tattoo to in person, they've all been like, Joanne, that is amazing. My sister is covered in tattoos, and she even said, she was like, that might be one of the best tattoos I've ever seen. So like, once you've tasted caviar, how can I eat tuna? I'm sure if I did my research, I'd be able to find artists that do what I'm looking for, like my sort of style and stuff. But in an ideal world, would love to be able to just hop on a wee plane, fly to Phuket and get my back fully done by him, because that would be one sick ass tattoo. I'm going to show you something beautiful, right? An empty washing basket. How good is that feeling? My washing basket was getting a bit too high for my sanity. I've did several loads of washing. It's all hanging up drying, smells great. I had stuff out in the line earlier today, like my jumpers with loads of stains all over them, because I'm a really messy eater and I just dribble everything down me when I'm eating. So I put all my like jumpers and stained clothes in a boil wash, so they're all coming out looking brand new. And they air dried outside, which means they smell amazing. I've peaked in adulthood. Maximum comfort. I've got a big baggy pyjama t-shirt on. My hair's been washed. My skincare is done. And I'm gonna have the most chill Friday night ever. I gave Nova a bath this afternoon also, so she is smelling fresh, looking fluffy. That's the thing with a white dog. Like, see the upkeep of keeping her clean? That's tricky. I think she purposely does this to me. Like, I'll spend ages washing her nice and gentle and then drying her, giving her lots of treats along the way, and then she'll just go rub herself in muck. And she's probably thinking that the muck smells better, because I'm assuming that's like a dog's idea of perfume, like muck and fox jobby. And if dogs could smirk, she'd be turning around and she'd be smirking right at me thinking, haha, you've just spent all this time and look what I've just done. Your efforts are going completely unnoticed, Joe. Do you want to know how long I slept last night? About 12 hours. I literally fell asleep about 10ish and woke up at 10:18 this morning. I very much needed it. Like, it was the most chill weekend ever. Didn't do anything Friday night or Saturday night. Literally last night made some pad thai, watched a few episodes of Ozark and KO'd. I simply could not do anything, and I'm kind of concerned because like I can wake up from a really long sleep, like have slept great, like see having the eye mask that you can see hanging there, the blackout blind, my electric blanket and stuff. I sleep
so good and I still wake up shattered. That's not good. Like, there's something not right. But I got my bloods and everything done a few weeks ago. I spoke about it in a previous vlog. Like, I've got a phobia of getting bloods done. I've not got a phobia of needles because, like, I've got loads of piercings and stuff, so it's not that, it's stuff being taken out of your body. No thank you. But anyway, my blood results came back and they were like, yeah, you're absolutely fine. I was like, well, I'm clearly not. You need to rerun this stuff because what's wrong with me? I was thinking I was maybe anemic, but surely that would have came up on the blood results, but who knows. I'm not going to Google it or ChatGPT it because it'll probably tell me I'm dying and I've got a week to live. I've not been to the gym today, and I've also only walked about 20 steps, and that's from downstairs round the kitchen to make my breakfast, and then I sat on the couch watching another episode of Ozark. I'm trying not to feel guilt around it. You need rest days. Your body needs a full rest and reset, and I'm gonna count today as that. Weather's sort of crappy, like, do you know that way where the rain's on and off? So like, if you go out in it, you're probably gonna get caught in rain in about 20 minutes. So it's worthwhile not even bothering going out. So we're gonna go to Silverburn because, you know, big indoor space with lots of things to do, lots of shops. I'm not going to buy anything in particular, I'm more so just going for a browse and for something to do, because I think if I stay in the house any longer I'll punch a hole in the wall because I have cabin fever. I've been in too long. No judgment, I'm double deniming. I'm also mix and matching the denims, so it's like they don't actually match. Like, this one's lighter on the bottom, then this is my jacket I got in Vinted, but I kind of dig the double denim look. I think I'm gonna try and pick up some Zara perfumes today because I don't stay anywhere near a Zara, and any time I go to Glasgow city centre I could go with the one mission, get a Zara perfume, and what do? I leave without getting Zara perfume. It just evaporates from my head. I forget all about it. So if I go to Silverburn today, I maybe have a browse and see what they have. But the Zara perfume section is always really overwhelming because there's so many folk around it, and there's also so many different scents, and you look like an idiot when you're standing there for 25 minutes smelling the same one over and over again, and then thinking, give me a second, and then going back to it, going back to it, going back to it, and it's like, just buy the bloody perfume, Joanne. Honestly, you're wasting your time by smelling others. You know what one you like. Let's rock and roll. I'm home. I picked up a Golden Decade perfume from Zara and an Amber Fusion perfume. These are two staples, like ones that never smell bad. Always get compliments when wearing these. I also picked up two powdered peanut butters from Holland & Barrett. I usually order powdered peanut butter from Myprotein, however, for one on Myprotein right now it's like £8, and I got two for £8. One's a chocolate flavoured one, and then one's just the original. Exact same macros as the Myprotein ones, so they're perfect for like my oats and stuff. And then I went to Asda, got my food shop as normal, but I also picked up some pickles, the sweet ones, pickled onions, so delicious. Actually gives me a throwback to when me and my nana were going for a chippy, and I had only just discovered pickled onions and I really loved them, and I seen on the menu that they offered pickled onions, so I was like, oh, can I get, like, say my fish and chip supper, and I was like, please can you add a pickle to it, and I was like, oh, I really hope they don't forget my pickle. Drove all the way home, opened up my fish and chips and found out that they had actually forgot my pickle in it, and I cried. I was fuming, and I'll never live it down to this day. I always used to say to my nana when she was here, I was like, do you remember that time we went to that chippy and they forgot my pickle? And she was like, yeah, you were fuming. Anyway, that was my haul. And I picked up this yesterday in Aldi. It's a lemon and lime Italian style soda, lemon and mint. It tastes just like a Hugo Spritz, which is my fave cocktail. I don't know how people can drink Aperol Spritz. Yes, they look more aesthetically pleasing, but they taste like hairspray. Hugo Spritz for the win. I'm in my element. I just had such a lovely bath, did an exfoliation thing on my face, and then I did a clay face mask, so my skin should hopefully be popping considering I wore makeup earlier and probably just gave myself loads of spots. That's what happens when you stop wearing makeup after wearing it for a while, and then your skin is like, whoa, what the heck is going on here? I'm not used to this. I'm going to continue on with
the Sunday pamper session, and I'm gonna tint my eyebrows. When I was in Silverburn, I ventured into the Levi shop, you know, Levi jeans. I ventured in there. I've been on the hunt for the perfect pair of jeans for however long I think I've been wearing jeans, and I still don't have like the perfect pair because I'm only 5'2", so even jeans from the petite section kind of drown me. Like, I've got a pair from PLT and I wear them a lot, but I need to wear like my New Balance trainers or like chunky trainers with them so that they don't completely drag on the ground. It's just a pain whenever it comes to like washing them. Like, there's always going to be mud stains on the bottom, which is not ideal. And I've been desperately wanting a pair of good jeans, like the Levi 50190s, for so long. But they're very, very expensive. But everyone says once you buy a good pair of jeans, you're set for life. Like, obviously, unless you like gain loads of weight or lose loads of weight, like then you might need to reconvene. But everyone needs a good staple pair of jeans. And I went in today, and I'm not joking, 5 different people asked, do I need help? And in the space of like a minute, like I walked in and 2 people at the same time said, hi, how can I help you today? And you know what, I was like, look that way, look that way. I was like, oh, hi, I'm okay, I'm just looking. And then I walked over to the jeans, and then someone else came over and like, do you need a hand? I was like, no, I'm good. And then literally as soon as that person walked away, a guy came over and he was like, hi miss, do you need you in for anything particular today? I've said to her, and I'm saying to you, I'm just browsing, but thank you very much. It can be quite overwhelming when you get all those people, but obviously I know why they're all doing it. Like, they've probably been told to do that, and I mean, it's 10 out of 10 customer service, but I just felt so overwhelmed, so I ended up literally just looking and I was like, yeah, gotta go. But I think it's cause like that's a brand, like that's a branded shop, the stuff in there is more expensive. But could you imagine if you walked in somewhere like Gucci or Versace, like they would be on you like a hawk. Not that I'll ever be setting foot in one of those shops unless I win the blooming lottery. So I might wait until next payday, which is like a month away, and take the risk and order a pair of jeans from online. Like, I'll get the measurements with a tape measure and stuff, so like I know my exact fit, and then I'll order them. But I know Levi's is good because they can actually alter the jeans to fit you. I don't know if many people know this as well. Do you know the shop Uniqlo? Like, there's one in Glasgow and Edinburgh. Well, if you buy something from Uniqlo, like say a pair of trousers, you can get them tailored in the shop that day. Like, you pay for them, and then you go up to the back or wherever it is, and you just say like, oh, I want them taken up a wee bit, or I need them taken in, and they'll do it there and then. Well, sometimes you might have to like come back for them, but that's part of their service. I was like, that is amazing. I wish other places did that, especially when you're like a short arse and you can't just buy jeans from the regular section, because then you end up either having to cut them or take them up at home. My sister is a teeny tiny bit smaller than me, I think. I don't actually know if she's 5 foot. She might just be 5 foot, or she's 4'11", but she's short. And she ends up giving me all her clothes when she's like getting rid of them, like before going to charity. She's like, you can take a look through them first, and then whatever you don't want, we can donate. And all of them fit me. However, they're like that much shorter on the ankle because she just cuts the jeans. She can't be bothered taking the time to hem them. She just comes in and she's like, nah, they don't fit. Scissors right to them, chomp, chomp, chomp. And I'm like, geez, I could have worn them if they were hemmed. I would have just picked the hem out. Last year, my sister got diagnosed with celiac disease, so meaning she can't have any gluten. So with that, it means her experimenting with lots of gluten-free recipes, specifically sweet treat recipes. So she's made some gluten-free cookies. She hates the taste of these. Like, she's like, they are absolutely horrendous. So there's a big plate full here, and I think they're great. They are a bit airy, like that doesn't look like a cookie colour, but, and it's a bit dry, but all I taste is sugar, and it's great. So these are probably just gonna go to waste, but not if I'm here. I will pick at them for the next few days. Every cloud has a silver lining. She made a apple crumble yesterday, a gluten-free apple crumble, and oh sweet mama, it was delicious. I'm such a warm fruits dessert kind of gal. Like, see like a tarty rhubarb crumble or an apple pie or something. Oh, I just love how tangy the fruit can be, but also you get the rush of the sugar. It's delicious. I think I'd much rather have a fruity dessert compared to a chocolate dessert. Like sometimes I think chocolate desserts can be too sickly, but fruit just hits the spot. I'm gonna taste test the chocolate peanut butter. I've mixed it up and this is what it's kind of looking like. Now I might be tripping, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and think this is gonna taste like Snickers. Cheers. I'm not too sure how to feel about that. It's not awful. And I think it'll work really well with my overnight protein cheesecake, which I'm making right now. Oh yeah. Most favourite breakfast ever. Here she is in all her glory. It's literally the best breakfast you can ever have. I get excited for it every morning. I bought some Coronas yesterday from Asda, but it wasn't actual Corona. It was called Corista, like Asda dupe Coronas, because you know Asda is the Aldi is the queen of dupes. Like they really have no shame. They will steal everyone's idea. But I bought those beers and they were so delicious. I actually think they tasted better than a Corona. They were a wee bit sweeter. And they were only like £3.60. Like I remember seeing it thinking that's under £1 per bottle of beer. So because they're not chilled, I put them in the freezer so that like when you go to get one it's like ice cold. What did Joanne do? She forgot she left one in the freezer, and I went in this morning to get like my frozen fruit, and lo and behold I see the bottle of Corista in the bottom of the freezer, and I thought, oh, what a freaking waste. Gutted, because a wee ice cold beer would have gone down a treat tonight with my dinner. I've got the last 2 episodes of Ozark to go and then that's me finished. I do not know what the heck I'm going to watch after that. The struggles that we all face. I simply do not have any more room for more coffee. This is how I need to kickstart my Monday morning. Oh Lord, please help me. Nothing like a fresh wee chicken salad on a blue sky sunny day. This is my lunch break. I'm just gonna sit, relax and enjoy my food. I'm sitting on the decking right now looking like a blooming idiot, but it's because truthfully I can't be bothered opening the shed to get the garden chairs. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Got my brekkie, the best meal of the day in my opinion. Look at that. I'm never gonna not be annoying when it comes to an overnight cheesecake. What are people's thoughts on Love Island this year? Because let me just share mine. It's a snooze fest. It's an absolute snooze fest. No offence to the people in it, because I mean you have big giant balls for being able to go on it. Like that would not be me. It's just not given. Like see last year's summer season with like Shakira, Tony and Yasmin on it. I didn't watch that when it came out, and then it was just on TikTok. I was seeing a lot of people talk about it. I was like, oh, let me give it a bash, and it was such a good series. Like I didn't think all the old ones could be topped, but they still can't be. But that one was really, really good. So if you've not watched it and you liked like the drama of Liv Atwood series and like Chris and Kem and like Molly May's series and the one before her with like Laura and Wes and Megan, they all had the drama. Well, last year's summer season did, and it was so good. I might actually also stick on Love Island USA, because last year's Love Island USA season was so good too. They were just so Gen Z. Like I've never seen a more Gen Z cast in my whole life. They're all like, period.
Yo, like, bro, who's got you smiling like that?
And all the reactions were like TikTok sounds, and I was like, that is brain rot if I've ever heard it. Still thriving with the completely broken mug, and I know you're not actually meant to drink from a broken mug because it can cause a cold sore. I don't know if that's a myth, because I'm prone to cold sores. Like I've had them really bad since I was young. Touch hairy wood, I do not want one because it's not ideal when I'm going out on Saturday night. Please no, thank you. But apparently that's a thing. connected to a chipped mug, but I'm just drinking from the other side. It's too cute not to. I'm gonna leave the vlog here. Oh my god, I'm pale. I've just seen myself in that viewfinder bit. What the hell is going on? Oh, I really need to eat more carrots because I've lost my orange tint. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in another cheeky little video.